Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1960 Smith-Corona Galaxie vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Has very unique keyboard, mathematic slash scientific. It's got the pi symbol and a bunch of other unique symbols, including fractions on those first four numbers. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. This is your left margin. I'm going to set that on 0 and the right one around 70. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. This is the paper release. I had that engaged, but now I'm going to disengage that so I can load the page correctly. I'll show you how to use that later. This is the paper bill that sits on top. It's got a scale on it, and it has rollers underneath it in here. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit the slide space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip that switch to the 2. It skips 2. One more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. Go ahead and straighten that page out. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that all the way down. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful typing machine. This is one of my favorites. It's so fun to type on. It's so reliable. Print looks perfect. So you can use it as a regular typewriter, or if you are into math, then you can use it for math. And I think it's very rare to have those symbols as dense as these are. Every now and then I'll see a couple math symbols on a keyboard, but not as, I don't know if I've seen as many as this one, where you have the pi and you have like fractions, and I don't know, I'm not good at math, but anyway. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page. That's the thing I was talking about. That's the paper release. I wasn't able to load it correctly because I had that engaged. But if you have it back, it will load correctly. And the paper support arm, I like to keep that down in case you're doing maintenance underneath so you don't bend it. So I don't like to keep that up at all, especially as a maintenance person. If you're a writer and you're never doing anything underneath, you can keep that up. Shift on each side, a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. And we're going to put that color back to black. Tab on the right side of the keyboard. Right now we have tabs set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to go through and clear each one of those by hitting the CL button right next to the tabs. It's a fast action. So now we don't have any tabs set, but when you hit the tab button, on most typewriters, it slams to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. So I always like to set one somewhere in the middle. So I'm just going to set one right there and then hit the tab button. It stops at that spot. And you can set as many tabs as you want on this model. Backspace on the left side, very smooth. Touch control on the left side to that. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them harder for them to print, but they respond faster. The lower you go, the less tension there is. And if you slide the hood to the front, you can access the spools, all the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling to the right. If you want to switch that direction, you just flip this little switch that's behind the left spool, and it'll pull counterclockwise to the left. You flip it up or towards the front, and it'll pull clockwise to the right. That works good. And MR stands for margin release on the right side of the keyboard here. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button, it does allow you to go all the way to the end. That works good. On the right side of the carriage is the carriage lock. So it releases the carriage and then locks it in the middle. So when you have it in the case, it doesn't slam around, causing damage to your escapement. To unlock it, you just push it to, well, I guess you got to lift it on this one. Most of the time you just got to push it. So you just lift it back up and it unlocks it. This is your carriage release. This carriage release is made out of synthetic plastic from a 3D printer, and the this one on this side is the originals, but as you can see, they're hard plastic, and these things break off all the time. So, and you can't buy them anymore, so that you got to really just design and 3D print them. And I do sell these available in my shop on eBay or Etsy. And this is your left one. This is an original, super smooth. If you pull out this knob at the end of the, or pull out this lever at the end of the knob, it disables the spacing when you turn it, so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it in, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks on this model is a half a space. Same concept when you flip this switch down here, it disables the spacing. Flip it up, you get the clicks. And on the inside of the left side of the platen is the page gauge. You see the set and end. So you want to set the page right there below the 11. That's where you load the page. And then as you're feeding it through, it just warns you on the left side, on the end side, that you're getting close to the end of the page. It's 2-inch warning, 1.5, 1-inch warning, and then that's the end. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.